is A for athletics. So throughout my life, athletics have kind of become my identity. It's what I'm known for, and it's what a lot of us are known for. But it's not only athletics, it's all after-school activities and clubs. It's all the things we devote our lives to after the school day is over. It's where we choose to spend a majority of our time and what we practically sell our souls over for. These activities define who we are, and they give us our identity. But we wouldn't have these identities without the help and support of many different people. I want to thank all the coaches and assistant coaches, the directors and club leaders, all the supporters and diehard fans, the students in the student section who always show their support. I want to thank all the parents out there who are always letting their children get involved and to define their own identities. But most importantly, I want to thank my parents for always being there for me and helping me define my identity. The memories we made during this period of definition are going to be with us long after we've left this building. Like the time we won basketball sectionals my sophomore year and made it to the regional finals. The team bonding we had where both the boys and girls basketball teams got together and played Just Dance in the Shack House basement. And all the soccer pool parties we had at our coach's house where we may or may not have pushed him into the pool and sprayed him with water guns every time. But it doesn't matter if you're involved in athletics, clubs, or any other after-school activity. We can all think back to memories like these when it was a time of pure happiness and our performances didn't matter. This identity is only temporary, though, given to us for a short period of time to help us gain the qualities we desire to take with us when we find our new identities. These qualities will serve as the basis for defining our new identities after we graduate high school. So, starting today, we're all on a mission to find and define our new identities. I encourage each and every one of you to keep trying new things and to get involved. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty members, proud parents, and my fellow graduates, today we celebrate the fact that we somehow made it through these 4 years of high school, and I was given the privilege to talk to you guys about the power of knowledge. There seems to be a big misconception about what knowledge is. Knowledge is not just about accumulating and memorizing facts and information. Knowledge is the understanding, interpretation, and application of information. Knowledge is a powerful tool that can change the world in both amazing and terrifying ways. Knowledge empowers us to think critically and to question the status quo. With knowledge, we can bring about change and create a better future. Knowledge is a key factor in being successful, but it isn't the only key to success. It's okay to know that writing a final essay about justifying fictional genocide is risky, but maybe the risk is worth it. And you get a 100% by not only justifying fictional genocide, but by also convincing a small audience that the fictional mass murderer was right. You have to take risks to be successful. If you have the knowledge to do something, but you're too scared to do it, then what's the point? Knowledge isn't enough. You need to have a good work ethic, great communication skills, and you have to be willing to take calculated risks. Life is like being in a casino. There are winners and there are quitters. You could play blackjack for weeks just to make $1,000. Or you could bet your entire life savings on a slot machine and maybe you become a millionaire. The choice is yours. Take risks or be average. For legal reasons, I don't encourage you to gamble. In conclusion, knowledge is power. But to succeed, you have to take risks. Para mi comunidad hispana, yo nomás les voy a decir una frase que han escuchado muchas veces, pero parece que no la entienden. Y la frase es, ponte las pilas. Enfócate en ser una mejor persona. Dedícale tiempo al trabajo y a tu familia, sea responsable y no sean huevones. Hagan lo que tengan que hacer y trabajen duro para que sus sueños se hagan realidad. Before I conclude my speech, I'd like to give a quick shout out to all the people who love me, because I know I'll always be in your hearts. And a quick shout out to all the people who hate me, because I know I'll always be in your mind. Congrats on graduating. Have a fun life.
Hi, my name is Manisha Ramachandran, and my letter is E for education. Education is the essence of schooling, and the reward of education is graduation, for which we have all gathered here today. All throughout, it turned off. All throughout my 12 years of schooling, I've strived to get the best education possible for me, whether that be from taking rigorous courses, studying extra at home, or asking for help. My education is what gives me the most pride. I know you can attest to the same. Some of us will pursue a higher level of education, while some of us are going to the workforce. No matter what you are pursuing, be proud of the education you have achieved at Lakeland. Education is all about learning lessons. While we sit here and honor ourselves, think about the many lessons we have learned from the beginning of our lives until now. While there are many cliche ones, they can be true. One lesson that has really stuck with me is to keep trying, as others would say, try again. The COVID pandemic hit us in the spring of our freshman year, and it put a stop on learning as we were used to. Freshman year ended 2 months early after doing school online for 3 weeks. Some of us, myself included, have to have an in-person teacher. Due to being online, our education was halted. We have shown that we can overcome obstacles to achieve great things. One big lesson that stuck with me throughout high school is learning how to keep trying, if I didn't get something right the first time. Our sophomore year, we have to take chemistry. Due to COVID and being quarantined a lot, I ended up taking Chemistry A through Apex. I didn't know how to ask for help, and I thought that I was understanding chemistry. Truthfully, I was not. Chemistry is hard, and just reading about it when you don't understand it isn't going to help you learn. I ended up not doing as well in the class as I had wanted to because I didn't ask for help. I got to retake the course to hopefully do better, and I learned to ask questions. I tried again. Since I learned to ask questions and keep trying, I scored a higher grade in the class. The lessons you have learned will help you to keep learning later in life, so thank the mentors that taught you them, thank the memories, thank your friends, and thank your family. I would like to share my thanks to any and all of my mentors, family, and friends. Thank you for teaching me lessons that will continue to help me grow. Thank you for always believing in me, like Mr. Menz, who believed in me even enough to take me to partake in a math competition. Mr. Metz, who never fails to call me a star student. Thank you, Mr. Brand, for teaching me that it's okay to have fun while learning through the help of Disco Beard. Thank you for everything you have all taught me. Class of 2023, remember to keep trying. Remember that education is a lifelong process. It doesn't end now. You are going to have to face hard obstacles in life, but look at the ones you have already come across. The COVID pandemic was a huge obstacle, a huge learning curve, and we are all here today graduating. You can do anything as long you want as long as you try again. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zeke, and I was assigned loyalty. The Swiss philosopher Pascal Mercier once said, "Loyalty is a decision, a resolution of the soul." Class of 2023, let's resolve to be loyal to each other and to the values we learned from our teachers, our coaches, and Jason Shacko, principal of Lakeland Junior Senior High. Thank you, Lakers. Anchor down.
Hello, everybody. My name is Owen Norton, and I thought I was a good public speaker until Raul spoke a few minutes ago, and now I'm not too sure. I'll do my best to maybe come a little bit close to him, so without further ado, the second A in Lakeland is for academics. It is distinct from knowledge in that academics aren't always practical. They're not always, sometimes they're just theoretical in nature. Yet, despite that, academics, which includes humanities, mathematics, and science, are still vital to education and society. The humanities is a term that defines several pursuits: history, philosophy, English, the arts, music, language, and education, to name a few. I could bore you with a few things about all of those, but you've been a well-behaved audience, so I won't. Instead, I'll put them under one umbrella. The humanities study, advance, and reflect upon human society and culture. The humanities help us understand the past and learn from our mistakes, or, if you're a historian, watch other people repeat them. We also seek to deepen our current cultural richness with art, music, theater, and the like. From mathematics, a subject that many disdain, myself included, comes much of what we do today. To arrive at this building today, you likely drove. Driving is an activity that uses more mathematical equations than a sane person would want to know. Yet somebody out there solved them. Somebody derived them. Without mathematics, we wouldn't have cars, bridges, or anything of the like. The last pillar of academics I will speak of is science, or the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the world. Millions of scientists across the globe work each day, spending their lives studying the gears under the hood of our world, figuring out what does why and how. Without science, we wouldn't have the phone in the hand of my grandmother down the row there who's recording my speech. Or the Keurig machine that got many of you out of bed this morning. I could have used one. The medicine that many of us must take, or virtually any product we use. Much of the information produced from these endeavors helps, along with mathematics, produce the products and services we use today. The subjects of academia are still vital to the everyday lives of you and me. They allow us to understand the past to avoid the same mistakes, deepen our sophistication, advance the human race, and form the foundations upon which we built our modern world. Thank you.
I got this. Howdy, y'all. I don't really want to talk up here, but here we go. So I have the letter N, which stands for nobility. Ernest Hemingway said that there is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. Nobility is defined as the qualities of being noble in birth, rank, or character. Nobility is not defined by wealth, title, or rank. It is the qualities of kindness, compassion, and integrity. It is the ability to act in the interest of others and not oneself. True nobility lies in the way we interact with others. It's about helping those around us when need be. It is the willingness to set aside your own comforts for the comforts of others. Nobility is also shown in the way we carry ourselves with dignity and honor and uphold the principles and values that we hold most dear, even when we are faced with difficult decisions in life. Nobility can be expressed through everyday things like a smile or a compliment as you pass somebody on the street. So let us not lose this timeless virtue as we go our separate ways, but learn to embrace it. As I quoted earlier, Mr. Hemingway said that it is not about being ahead of another person, but what matters is being ahead of yourself. I believe we have all accomplished this. So no matter what your rank is or how high your GPA is, we are all noble because we have all become better than when we started. And I know we will continue to do so over the next few chapters of our lives. That is my speech. Congrats, y'all. Yes, that one.
Hello, class of 2023. Believe it or not, I didn't get this speech finished up until the last moments, and if you are my English teacher, you will have no trouble believing that. My procrastination was not because I was unwilling to devote my time, but because the idea of capturing what destiny is to the class of 2023 and to myself was intimidating. Instead of allowing more time to pass, I asked a couple of my classmates how they would define destiny. The answer that stood out to me the most was a quote by William Jennings Bryan, which elegantly summarizes what my other classmates said as well. The quote is, "Destiny is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for, it is a thing to be achieved." It feels like we have been making choices to capture our destiny for the past 180 days. For some of us, it's been the past 4 years. We've been picking and choosing between colleges and careers, applying for scholarships, and setting up job interviews. It has been a long journey of studying for tests and rushing home from the big game, long practices, and academic events to get homework done. As challenging as it was to make these big life decisions and work towards our high school goals, we will face greater challenges as we work to achieve our true destiny, our life purpose. These challenges will bring us doubts and fears, making us wonder whether we're actually on the right path entirely. But we can trust that our purpose is there, our destiny is waiting, and we will capture it. By embracing the challenges and facing our fears, we will gain the first steps towards our destiny. Some of us may face those challenges sooner than others, but all of us are capable of overcoming them. Especially if we always remember, destiny is made by choices and your outcome is completely in your hands. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Lakeland School Corporation Board of Trustees, families, friends, and guests. the students here before you, the class of 2023, have met the requirements of Lakeland High School and the state of Indiana and are ready to receive their diplomas. Guests, especially parents, I know some of you are thinking, I never thought we'd get here. Well, you have. Take a deep breath and enjoy this. Crystal Solio Aguilar. Natasha Alejo Caballero. Connor Bryant Alshouse. Kendall Dene Arroyo. Aldo Ramirez Bolinas. Andrea Bolinas. Raul Bolinas. Cheyenne Renee Barnefsky. Jamin Riley Bowers Hoyt. Landon Nicole Bradley. Dakota Michael Brashear. Hunter Fisher Brinkman. Sebastian Caballero. Melina Caballero Gomez. Lourdes Ophelia Canedo. Kevin Diego Carmona. Benjamin Jacob Chrislieb. Brendan Lee Cipriano. Jeremiah Randall Combs. Jocelyn Vera Bernice Combs. Aaliyah Suzanne Corkins. Brad Gilbert Creech. Dylan Timothy Cundiff. Thomas James Curtis. Japheth Dominguez. Laura Beatrice Escobar Hernandez. Abigail June Ferguson. Alex Marie Fleming. Ethan Michael Fott. Camilla Garcia Garcia. Juan D. Gentry. Josiah Allen Gokenauer. Callie Elizabeth Godlewski. Destiny Star Goldsmith. Jacqueline Garcia. Chase Lee Hardesty. Audrey Nicole Marine Hart. Jeremiah Hart. Gabrielle Inez Hartman. Peyton Renee Hartso. Justice Tori Haston. Isaac Matthew Hayes. Cameron Joseph Hayes. Hope Ann Henderson. Chloe Lynn Hostetler. Michaela Ann Hostetler. Caden John Hostetler. Jamie Elizabeth Hausch. Isabel Neoma Hunter. Ruben Jr. Hurtado. Grace Kathleen Iddings. Jaleesa Jimenez. Reagan Corin Johnson. Aaron Edward Jordan. Colin David Jude. Benjamin Andrew Kyle. Justin Lee Kennedy. Maya Marie Coley. Haley Rain Cron. Austin Jacob Landez. Isaac David Larmer. Samuel Mark Larmer. Dominic Isaiah Lawrence. Kaylee Elizabeth Lees. Lauren Elizabeth Liu. Luke Jordan Lira. John D. Christian Luna. Ricardo Luna Montoya. Horatio Luna Garcia. Manuel Magallanes. Cameron Mulivon. Catherine Grazel Marin. Aubrey Jolie Marks. Andrea Shane Marshall. Dion James Marshall. Benjamin Edward Martin. Valerie Christine Martinez. Madison Minnie Faye Mead. Braden Andrew Miles. Lana Marie Millard.
Aaron Edward Miller. Gabriel Wayne Miller. Jack Garrett Miller. Oscar Montoya Aniqua. Nevaeh Marie Mullen. Daisy Caballero Munoz. Brendan Munoz Caballero. Brian Munoz Caballero. Mallory Lynn Minear. Megan Ashlyn Newsom. Morgan Braylon Newsom. Owen James Norton. Colin Douglas Olinger. Carlos Enrique Oliveras Jr. Erica Maria Palmer. Connor Paul Palmer. Lacey Kayleen Patton. Connor Lucas Paulus. Cole David Penick. Lillian Elizabeth Pettit. James Lane Pearson. Wyatt Mikhail Priestley. Kirsten Alex Raber. Manisha Savitri Vijayalakshmi Ramachandran. Luis Ramirez Cruz. Carly Marie Rasball. Olivia Jane Rassler. Brooke Elizabeth Redderbush. Haley Lynn Rhodes. Faith Marie Reel. Caden Lee Rodkey. Riley Marie Rosendahl. Emmanuel Sanchez. Brady Robert Schiffley. Keegan Foster Schlewall. Olivia Leanne Shepard. Irely Kate Sherman. Chloe Kate Sines. Jadian Nicole Sloan. Kylie Marie Smead. Christian Michael Smith. Gracelyn Nicole Sturgill. Samuel Raul Suarez. Andre Thompson. Catherine Elizabeth Traster. Nikaya Moray Grace Trish. Christian Cheshire Troyer. Owen Marshall Troyer. Amelia Grace Trump. Peyton James Van Hoosier. Ezekiel Matthew Watchman. Caitlin Jean Weibel. Mark Allen Wells. Bryce Anthony Wesley. Tyson Daniel Williams. Sindel Elizabeth Xavieria Wines. Honey Lane Wood. John Edgar Wright. Alicia Danae Yoder. Aurora Danae Yoder. Tyler Remington Yoder.
Class of 2023, please rise and be recognized once again. I know, as you can hear, this is a day that's been in the back of your parents' mind for as far back as kindergarten roundup, and seeing you all standing here like this is overwhelming to me with joy. You have all left your mark on this school and community that will be talked about for years to come. With that, it's my pleasure to tell you, class of 2023, you are now officially graduated. You may move your tassels from the right side of the mortarboards to their left. Please be seated. Graduates, you have done a great job of getting to this accomplishment, and several people in this room have played a critical role in getting you here as new graduates today. As you go on to the next chapter of your life, I'd like to ask our school community to give you some wisdom to take with you. Under your chair, you're going to find a note from for each of you from someone you've impacted along the way toward this moment. Go ahead and grab that now. It is taped under your chair. You might need to take the tape. While they're doing that, Lakeland School Corporation educators past and present, you have played a pivotal role in getting these new graduates to where they are today. Lakeland educators anywhere in the audience, I'd ask you to please stand now and be recognized. As our students are moving on to new adventures, we'd like to thank the Lakeland staff members who are moving on into retirement for their many years of service. Thank you to Mr. Doug Menz, Mr. Daniel Gould, Mrs. Lori Yeager, and Mrs. Tracy Newell. We wish you the best. You may all be seated if you aren't already. And at this time, I invite the choir ensemble to sing the Lakeland hymn, Lakeland's high school's alma mater. At this time, the Lakeland Choir will perform another song for us, and Wherever You Go. Thank you, Mrs. Conway and the Lakeland Choir for sharing your beautiful voices with us. And now at this time, Carly Rasball, Senior Class President, would you please come forward and present your farewell address?
Hello, everybody. My name is Carly Rasball, and I am the class of 2023's class president. We are all gathered in this room today to celebrate our class, and I personally want to congratulate each of you because I know it was difficult to get to this point. For most of you, I've gone to school with you for a while. Our class has had a lot of changes, like the consolidation of schools and the pandemic, but even through it all, we remained whole. Now, I don't want to stand up here and act like high school wasn't hard. Academically, we have a very competitive class. I always strive for perfection in school. I just wanted the satisfaction of an A over somebody's B. I thought I had to be in the top 10% of the class or I wasn't as smart as everyone else. I even forced myself to join multiple clubs and groups just to say I was a part of it. I thought these goals I had of having all A's, being in the top 10%, or being involved in 10 clubs would make me happy or feel more prepared for college and life. However, I forgot why I was actually in the classroom: to get an education and become a better person. I should have cared more about learning and not test scores and club president elections. We are all so lucky to receive an education. I was actually denied from my first choice college, University of Georgia. When I applied to college, I thought I was set. My resume was stacked and I had the ambition to back it up. It made me really take a step back and look at what I did in high school. I wondered why I wasn't good enough to get into the school when I had killed myself for 4 years to make it to this point. The truth is, I looked like every other student who had competed for a spot at that school. All I can say is make yourself a standout, whether that is for college, a job, a partner, a friend, etc. Now I know in 5 years I won't remember the 64% I got on a calculus test, or who beat me in class ranking. I will, however, remember how I treated my teachers, the school staff, my classmates, and even my parents. What you say to people or how you treat them will leave a mark on them, but also on you. We are all just trying our best. But not only should we treat others kindly, but we need to treat ourselves kindly. We should be proud of our achievements, our goals, our bodies, and our minds. I also know that leaving home, or this town, or even this state can be scary. So many of us are afraid of change. We all have a form of goodbye to make, whether that is to friends, family, teachers and staff, a boyfriend or girlfriend, or even a stage of your life. Goodbyes are inevitable, but with this next chapter in our lives, we are going to say so many hellos. Everything you lose is a step you take, so take this moment and taste it. You have no reason to be afraid, and you don't have to be sorry for leaving and growing up. With that, I want everyone, and I mean everybody in this room, to touch your head and repeat after me. Yep, everybody. What I think is important. Okay, now everyone touch your mouth and repeat after me. What I say is important. And lastly, everyone touch your heart and repeat after me. My goals, emotions, and ambitions are all important. There you go. To my classmates, congratulations once again. If no one tells you this today, let me tell you that I am proud of you. To everyone in this room, if no one tells you this today, you are important and loved. Be the reason someone feels welcomed, seen, heard, valued, loved, and supported. We are all just trying our best. Thank you.
Thank you, Carly. Seniors, please join Carly in lighting your candles at this time. Guests, I ask that you do please remain seated for the receiving line that's going to happen immediately after graduation.